Welcome to the Morning Report, a production of fightbackmedia.com, the #1 source of urban conservative information in America.
Hey y'all, welcome back. And because, although a lot of you would probably disagree with us because we're not jerks, we wanted to mention that Nancy Pelosi, former Speaker of the House, Democrat from California, is recovering from a hip replacement surgery after injuring herself in a fall Friday in Luxembourg. While traveling with a bipartisan delegation in Luxembourg to mark the 80th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge, former Speaker Nancy Pelosi sustained an injury during an official engagement and was admitted to the hospital for evaluation. Jake Sherman tweeted, "Pelosi is in the hospital." The statement read as follows. Washington, D.C., Egan Kroger, spokesperson for Speaker Emeritus Nancy Pelosi, issued this statement. While traveling with a bipartisan congressional delegation in Luxembourg to mark the 80th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge, Speaker Emeritus, Nancy Pelosi sustained an injury during an official engagement and was admitted to the hospital for evaluation. Former Speaker Pelosi is currently receiving excellent treatment from doctors and medical professionals. She continues to work and regrets that she's unable to attend the remainder of the CODL. That's what this whole thing is. Engagements to honor the courage of our service members is doing one of the greatest acts of American heroism in our nation's history. Pelosi conveys her thanks and praise to our veterans and gratitude to the people of Luxembourg for their service in World War II and their role in bringing peace to Europe. Speaker Pelosi was personally and officially honored to travel with a distinguished delegation, many of whom had family members who fought in World War II, including her uncle Johnny. She looks forward to returning home to the U.S. as soon as possible. Now, we're not really sure what that event was. Now, I know there's a lot of memes and stuff, but whatever it is, Speaker Pelosi, or former Speaker Pelosi, is not a young woman. She is not a young woman. And what we, and a lot of times what we do know is when we have older relatives who fall down and break a hip, that a lot of times is starts the ball rolling on a number of health issues. Nancy Pelosi is 84 years old. 84. Now, we could have that discussion, should Nancy Pelosi still be in Congress or not? 84. She married Paul, her husband, when I was 3 years old. Are you kidding me? Well, she had to have hip replacement surgery because she broke her hip apparently, and there's no, at this point, at 84, there's no like, yeah, we'll just sew it together and put some glue in there and send you on your way. No, they just replaced it. Does this mean that this is the end of her political career? At 84, you would think, yeah, right? You would think that, yeah, this would be it. My thought I had just now, is she going to be back for the inauguration? My guess is not. My guess is not that she's not going to be back in country for the inauguration. And that's fine. It's not a big deal. It really isn't a big deal. I don't know, some of you are going to try to make it a big deal, but it isn't, because it doesn't matter. She has no official duties. So what? She's an old woman who fell down and broke her hip. Now, a lot of you are saying this and that about how she fell down. Because I'm not a jerk. I don't care. I hope she gets better. I hope she gets back to the U.S., back to her family, and I hope she retires and steps aside and lives the rest of her life in as much comfort and peace as she can manage. Nancy Pelosi, 84-year-old woman, fell down, broke her hip. We wish her the best.